stream keys and stream codes tonight. It should be all resolved once it comes back up again.
No worries, back in action. A few strikes have gone out, and we have Clan Crossfire doing a rotation over the center. I think they're going to be engaging hard here. BGC getting ready to receive. It's about to get...
BTC is set up very nicely here. Very nicely to receive this brawl. Quite well here. Answer to me comes in here, and Live and Freerider have realised that. Get on him. We've got Hacksaw in the back doing a bit of work. What do we got? We've got Answer to Me still alive. Ranger Day... Oh, Freerider's down early. I didn't even see who got him.
Yeah, focus fire discipline here. You know, issues for one BGC in getting that first bushwhacker down. Clan Crossfire very cleanly dropping 2 already. Ooh. Although Answer Tome does go down the bushwhacker.
Yeah.
Clan Crossfire slightly ahead though, and looks like there's maybe a bit of a cascade happening here. Again, focus fire's got to be important because there's about 3 or 4 different skirmishes happening within this furball.
We've got we've got Captain Cat here, who's actually been legged, so you can finish him off very, very quickly, very, very easily. Now he's not able to go anywhere. Thermid Lefty though is also legged, so there's a couple of the Mad Lefty. Yeah, there's a couple of damaged mechs on both sides here, and the one BTC guys are falling quickly. But you look at the crossfire percentages right now; they have the advantage right there. They've got 4 really, really, really fresh mechs.
But the thing is, can BGC get 1 more kill and get that 5 kill bonus?
That's what they need. Yep, that is what it's about. Can you get 1 more? And maybe not.
It's unlikely at this stage, but I mean, an 8-4 result on a drop line, not bad at all.
Oh, unfortunately not quite.
So just a bit of a recap on if in case the first part of the match was cut off. The drop decks we were talking about, very much in the lots of mediums, or slower mediums that is. Sorry, this is 4 and 4 of course, but. Double duplicates on the bushwhackers both sides, so yeah, let's look at the damages here.
Let's have a look. What do we have? Oof. Alright, run it through, mate. I'm going to do a bit of updating here.
Well, you do the update, and that's all good. I'll talk through them. So, what we see here, 2 of the mediums on one BTC side got taken out very quickly, and that was actually a testament to CXF's focus fire. So their early game focus fire got 2 quick kills, and that just sets the tone of the cascade. I find that on drop 1s, the team that wins is often the team that can get those first 1 or 2 kills very quickly, because then the cascade effect just is set into motion. And you see here CXF doing a great job keeping their lights offensively, getting all that damage out, and a lot of those kills really as well. So great work there. Yeah, and a good spread as well, honestly, between the lights of CXF, just all doing good work and getting those kills.
Yeah, those 4 mechs at the end being very, very fresh. Obviously testament to the little bit of slightly better focus fire from that side of the team. Nonetheless, 4-8, not bad. Not bad for both teams.
Yeah, 8-4's not bad.
It's a good start. It's a good start. So we're up for some pretty good matches tonight, I think. Looking at that from the early outset, you could say. I'm just going to flick over to the map strat here, although there's probably not a hell of a lot to talk about because it is a drop 1. It's pretty much kind of goes the same way.
Well, yeah, I mean, drop 1 is the furball. And to me, the way I see MRBC things, and I tell my guys this, is that drop 1 is the warm-up drop. It's the mechanical skill and discipline drop, okay? There isn't too much strategy to it. It's actually all about execution. So, like, this is how I explain to my guys and some people I do training with in other units and that, is, like, drop 1 is 5% strategy, 95% execution and mechanical, you know, skill.
Yep.
And that's fine, and that's good. And as we see in the later drops, particularly, a lot of tactics and overall strategy and drop deck compositions are far more important. But yeah, this one here is just great to warm up and just get a nice high tempo start to any series.
So what we sort of had here, for those watching at home, that we missed the early stage because we had a little bit of a stream key issue, was, I think from memory, had sort of the team sort of set up a little bit here, and then the Crossfire guys sort of came around here a little bit once they sort of realised what was going on, and essentially just tried to get some angles through onto the guys. Well, they'll probably make that a little bit smaller it's probably a bit easier. Onto the 1BTC guys sort of through here. And actually what happened was the 1BTC guys, when Crossfire came through, actually had a nice sort of, almost a little sort of concave going through there. So they were definitely set up very nicely, but just could not quite pull off that focus fire.
I think that's it there. Like, to me, the positioning of BTC was bang on. They got that. But it was just the discipline and focus fire to, call Alpha Bushwhacker legs and then just drop that Bushwhacker. Bravo Stormcrow legs, drop that Stormcrow. Sort of, and again, the more experienced teams obviously have done this more. BTC have been around for a little while, but they're not as experienced yet. And I'm really, really excited to see how they're going. Like, I've done some scrims and training with them, and they're a great bunch of people. They really are giving a good crack at it and trying to learn as much as they can, as quick as they can. But yeah, just that bit of experience and maturity to just be really disciplined and focusing that first and second targets just super quickly and super focused. Okay, like I know, like one of the things I say to my guys is, you might be shot by that guy, but you need to shoot this guy.
Indeed.
And shooting something that you're not getting shot by is something that's very unintuitive for a solo queue player, but it's absolutely essential in comp, particularly on drop 1.
It's a priority target, isn't it? The one that is the target you need to be worrying about versus the target you really don't. And how do you work that out and prioritize it? It does take a little bit to learn that.
Yeah, for sure. Rightio. So, now do you want to talk about drop 2?
Yep, drop 2. We have Alpine Peaks, which is a 2, 4, and 2. So 2 lights, 2 mediums, and 2 heavies. A max of any 1 chassis and 1 duplicate allowed. And the bonus for this drop 2 is destroy 5 enemy mechs. So it's Alpine Peaks. Sorry, it is Conquest 2. So Conquest is drops 2, 3, 4, and 5. And drop 1 being the domination. Now, people are telling me you're too quiet, but then some people are telling me you're too loud. So I don't know which it is right now.
I'm also confused. I'm just talking my normal voice into my normal headset.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Right. Yeah. So 2420 drop 2. Alpine.
Yeah,
Alpine Conquest is a really
to the map strat right now because it is an very interesting one. This one.
Yeah, well, so Alpine traditionally, and if we go back a bit in comp history, it was one of the drops that maps people groaned about, even solo queue to an extent, because of the overpoweredness of the H9 Hill and of like blue laser of Doom and that sort of thing. But what we see here with Conquest, and it's been like this for a long time actually, is that all these cap points, 4 of the 5 cap points are in this area here. So what we've noticed is that, and you see this all through all divisions and for the last couple of years, is that this H9 Hill is sometimes taken, sometimes not. And there's a lot of wide areas of the map they use. Gamma becomes a toss-up of do we actually even want to bother about it. Some teams do, so that means they need to control 2 of the 4 in that triangle. Some teams see a Gamma cap and immediately push because they know it's 7v8. It's a really intriguing map to strategize for. So yeah, what are some of your thoughts about what you expect to see on this one?
It's a question of do you go Gamma or don't you? Sometimes later on in the game that can give you an advantage. We've seen in a couple of games that I've casted so far that getting that Gamma advantage early can repay you later on in the game if you manage to either get sort of Sigma or Kappa, depending on sort of whether you're Team 2 or Team 1. That fight over Sigma, if you can get it, and you also have Gamma, well, you've suddenly got a pretty decent amount of caps as Team 2 or Team 1. Depending on how you do it, you can have 4, potentially. So it's interesting to see
Well,
how teams play it if they want to go for that that early cap pressure to force the enemy to essentially to come to you.
oh, exactly. Like both sides play differently, but it's hard to. I think both sides have their strengths. So unlike quite a asymmetrical map like Crimson, Alpine is asymmetrical, but there's actually good strats for both sides. And what I think we've seen is, we've seen this for a while, is that the cap control isn't particularly static. Like, Team 1 starts with EPS, Team 2 starts with Kappa, we know that. Team 2 gets early Kappa, but Team 1 can threaten it. Theta I'm talking about there.
Yep.
And Sigma is a fight for both sides.
Yeah,
So,
it's interesting. If you can send a mech really, really quickly, say really super fast commando, get Sigma early, you can essentially deny it from the other team depending on what position you get into. Theta also being of similar importance. If you can get that really, really, really early, it does make it hard for the other team, particularly Team 1, to actually take back Theta because they have to come over that Indigo 6, Indigo 7 region. And normally Team 2 is well and truly set up, or has at least shots coming through sort of K8 and K7.
Absolutely, and honestly, I expect to see a lot of long range here. I'm just going to jump into the people's mechs, of course, so you don't have to, and call it what they're running.
Yep.
So range is super common on this, because obviously you have long sight lines and that. Although if you overcommit to these sort of blue layers extreme range mechs on a drop where all but 2 are lights and mids, I would love to see a rush strat once or twice on this. Just as just the hilarity of it, but I personally am expecting a bit of range here. So let's just have a look. What are they running?
I would say you're going to be pretty right there. Yep, definitely.
Heavy lasers, laser bomb, mid-range. Lots of mid-range laser. We've got Hunchback 4P, an ATM Huntsman, 4 ER large on the Hellbringer, Cheetah, and ER larges again on the Hunchback. So BTC going very much on the long range to mid-range. Ice Ferret for CXF now. A Splat linebacker. A Splat Arctic Wolf. Machine gun Cheetahs. SRM Assassins. Another Splat linebacker.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I think you know what's happening. I mean, yes, you have one here, large Hunchy. But
you've got your wish, mate.
I got my wish.
Yeah, it looks looking like it. Cool. There you go. Except for TK87, he's a ER larger business there, but that's okay. Someone needs to be doing that.
I think he'll be an Overwatch mech just to communicate to his brawl team. Okay, go here, don't go there. I'm gonna pew that guy, make it look like we're actually trading, but the rest of you guys, punch face. The super wide spread here of BTC is excellent for map control, but can they receive a double linebacker push with the Assassin Arctic Wolf combo?
I am not. Yeah, look, I am not sure, to be honest, either, mate. This could be very, very interesting. Very
might
interesting.
Be a bit quiet still, but keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Right around to Sigma here. Just so you know, you can counter cap Sigma from the red team side without getting hit by sightlines using these cylinders here. But there's been spotted, and drawn aggro. There's linebackers. Are they going to be spotted by the UAV?
Yep, they would have to be spotted.
And strikes going out.
Yeah, look, those linebackers, they know. They're running. They're moving. See, they're all rotating back now, the 1BDC boys.
Hunchbacks and Evans get back. BTC's got to roll back quickly. They're holding the line and trying to get shots in now, but that's not what they need to do. They need to roll back into the open.
Oh, Answer to Me just got absolutely pounded then for very good focus fire by the 1BDC guys. He's down to 71% instantly. That's got to be a torso.
His crit CT. He's actually
it was CT.
Center torso, but Cap and Cat swinger on the left side here. He's actually down 90% already, and he's in the open. This could be a stalled push here from CXF. I don't really see the momentum that I was expecting.
What I'm doing, I'm just coming up over here because you've got Stillwater and Hacksaw over here in lights. Coming up, and Hunter... Hunter Club here and Free Rider are about to get in some serious trouble here.
Entertime goes down, but Hungry Hendo is down too. So one each, and the push is on. Can the high DPS of CXF take this?
So they're on to Sean, and they need to finish off Captain Cat here. They need to get him out of that fight in that linebacker. If they manage to do that, Crossfire, have lost quite a bit of their firepower, and he's almost done. He's almost done. Meanwhile, Sean's lost a leg by the look of this. The Crossfire guys have got his legs. Yep, he's done. And Captain Cat is still not done.
No, well the thing is that there's actually a 6v6 fight because there's a 2v2 fight in the backfield
Yep.
where more of the tonnage of BTC are fighting both lights.
Yeah.
Well, a light and a ferret.
Yeah, the
So
crossfire
the
lights
tonnage
have
game,
caused those guys to
yeah.
get off that hill and be doing 0 Overwatch support.
Now the percentages are very much in favour of Clan Crossfire, but again, can we get 5 kills? Can BTC get the 5 kill bonus?
There we go. Live's cooked his goose right there. Oh, Ranger Dave gets Nakoro down. But are they able to get that extra kill? I'm not entirely sure because Ranger Dave is just about done. American,
He's cooked.
he's just about done as well. Yeah, Co's Indigo he's not going to get that. And Free Rider is over here getting hurt badly with a Hellbringer with 4 ER large and, well, no more back armor and not a hell of a lot of structure left either. So there we go.
And that's the game there. And like, it was an interesting job. I was really excited to see that brawl strat work. There was a bit of a stall in there, a bit of a stall, and I mean, BC if they could just roll back that little bit more, get a little bit more roll back, bit more range, bit more receive, may have helped them just get 1 or 2 of those mechs killed a bit early, just to help that, again, that cascade effect that we're talking about. The first 2 kills in any engagement, huge.
Damage
right,
numbers.
so
We've got Stillwater and that ferret there with was it 5 mediums and going up the back. Definitely got some rear torso destructions there to get 567 with that loadout. Very good. And what do we got on the other
4
side?
kills from the Arctic Cheetah as well.
Yeah, some really good focus fire in that push there, definitely. And what do we have on the other side? We had Live in the Huntsman. I'm not sure if that was SRMs or
ATMs.
Oh, ATMs.
That was,
yep.
4 ATM 6s. Yeah.
Yep, doing some work there. Ooh, geez, some good damage spread overall. Discounting that from both teams. That said, so just not quite the focus fire. And I really think that move from Crossfire to put the guys on the hill, the lights to come in, definitely hurt them. Hurt the 1 BDC guys.
Yeah, I'm going to draw the map now, because that maneuver, initially I was thinking, like, is that a scouting role or something? But what they were doing is that, let's say in blue here, we have the line of these 2, I'll wipe it, I'll put just bubbles.
Yeah, I
Let's
think they were
say you have
sitting
2
around that
range mechs in this
G7.
position.
Yep.
Yeah, G7 moving up to H7. These 2 lights harass. You have 1 heavy and 1 medium from BTC being harassed, 1 light and 1 medium. So essentially, in this engagement here, DXF have gained tonnage for the 6v6 fight that occurs north of Sigma in India 5 here. So, and again, I'm just going to draw the movement in a larger line, basically with this maneuver.
That pretty much sums it up. Yep.
Into here. So, like, saying those faster mechs in to pull 2 of the bigger mechs out of the fight. Yeah, a nice little touch there. That stalling there was a bit risky, and also not spreading out as much for BTC. You know, again, these are like little things here, but I like the focus fire. That first linebacker getting crit early.
Yeah, answer to me is linebacker CT. That was, what was that, orange from the get-go just about.
Yeah.
So
it only did about 50 damage in the end. Like it was like that again. That first thing was great. It's just getting that second kill. That's the thing. It's just again, yeah, it just sounds really tricky. CXF doing some armor rotation there, as you saw. They hurt mechs, you know, falling back a bit just to keep more mechs alive for longer, even when trying to push. That was a nice work there.
Yeah, look, it was a good fight.
And,
Very good little brawl there, and good strategy from, I think, CXF. They did very, very well there. Like you said, keeping that Hellbringer out of the game in G7. That is a lot of extended damage and good focus too, if you know what you're doing with the larges from that hill. They're just taken out of the game. That's one of their heavy mechs done. That is literally removed him from the fight.
Bingo. Yeah, I think it's a solution to the problem of caps as well, in that Alpine does have a very unique cap point setup, and rather than deal with the nuances of it, and if the other team has actually tried to have a range control setup, which BTC had, to deal with the caps, but doing a push strat, you've essentially taking advantage of any effort they put into the map control and the wide area stuff. You basically just kick the front door down and just focus on, even if they didn't kill those mechs up on Hotel 7, those right side mechs, even if getting 3 or 4 kills quick, that's huge, because then you get momentum and flow and everything. So good work.
Yeah,
talk about drop 3.
There's just a little bit of unawares from those guys in that G7 hill. Maybe zooming in a little bit too far into that sort of fight a little bit early on, and just not realising, because they knew that the mechs were up there too. They knew there was at least an ice ferret up there, and they took their eyes off him. So maybe the medium from 1BTC should have been watching that ice ferret, even if he wasn't shooting, just watching and covering his butt, and then they would have seen that Wolfhound come with him, and yeah. That's what happens next.
Enough.
So, what do we want to next? Want to
drop 3,
Frozen City. I'll just flick back.
0 lights.
I'll just flick back to
mediums,
that one.
4 heavies, 1 assault.
Oh, it's disappeared on me.
So just so you know, for drop 3, the bonus this time is to kill the enemy commander and keep yours alive. That's kind of the aim here. And the commander is assault has to be an Atlas, King Crab, or Direwolf.
And the bonus being destroy your deck. Well, obviously the commander, and your commander survives, which is interesting. The choices and builds I haven't seen an Atlas yet. I've seen Direwolves and King Crabs, lots of them, but no Atlas yet. Not that I've watched a hell of a lot of matches. I've watched some of them, not all of them.
I think you shoutcasted one where
Did I?
an Atlas. Yeah, it was on Caustic Valley.
Oh, yes, that would have been the first one. No, my apologies. Yes, there was.
So, there was one Atlas, yeah.
Yep.
But you're right, it's not the most common pick. I think King Crab is probably the most common, then Direwolves. Depends on the map as well. Like
I think it is map selection. Yeah, map selection, especially Frozen City. There's not a lot of long range you can get on an Atlas unless you're sort of bringing LRMs, and well, yeah.
We don't talk about LRM Atlases on this stream. This is a family stream.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah. We the 3 maps are Caustic, HPG, and Frozen for drop 3s, and this one being Frozen here. Range is far more common to see in that command mech, particularly if you're going to be pushing up with it. The risk of it dying is far greater, because it becomes a big, easy to hit target. So as far as range goes, like the King Crab, King Crab has armor quirks, which got buffed a couple months ago.
Yes, actually the King Crab is not too bad. It's obviously getting some I'll just flick back to the other screen. It's getting some good domination and some bad press in Solaris, the AC2 King Crabs and things like that. Oh, King Crab this, King Crab that, but King Crab has been underpowered for so very long. It's good to see, people using the King Crab again. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, so for Div 3, the King Crab is extremely strong in that. Like, there are some hard counters to it though in Solaris, but we're not talking about Solaris tonight. We're more talking about the MRBC. So, what do you reckon? Bit of range. Also, something to know about drop 3. There are no lights.
No, there are not.
And Frozen's a decent sized map. And getting the cap points and getting the control of things, the teams need to decide how many of their mediums do they make pseudo lights, like Assassin, Arctic Wolf, Cicada, Shadowcat, Ice Ferret.
Ice Ferret, yeah.
Even the Viper. Yeah, so there's like 6 different pseudo lights. Oh, Crab 20. But yeah, there's heaps of pseudo lights that exist. How many of those 3 mediums do you make into that role? I don't think I've ever seen a drop when teams have all gone heavier set mediums. But
there's always one that's doing the cap, or 2 even, and they go for, again, like you said, a bit of pseudo light, and essentially Wolfpack, well, not Wolfpack, but at least two of them running together to try and catch out one of the other team's cappers, and you do that early, you really, really do set yourself up for the rest of the game if you manage to pull off something like that.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm going to jump through what the teams are running.
What
so
do
on
we
BTC
have?
side, we have SRM Assassin, mid-range Black Knight, mid-range Grasshopper. Splat Linebacker, mid-range Eben, ER Large Gauss King Crab, that's getting long ranges so far. Another Assassin with missiles, and a short-range Nova. So pretty much all the mediums are short-range, all the heavies are mid-range, and the assault is extreme range. On the CXF side, we have a long-range Dire, Ultra 2 Shadow Hawk, Laser Gauss, Night Gear, Ice Ferret. Yeah, larges. Okay, extreme range here. PVC Summoner. So CXF gone much more longer range. Far longer range here than what BTC are going here.
This will be interesting. One BTC have got some work to do to close in on these Crossfire guys, and that's going to be some hard work. It's going to be some very, very hard work, I think.
I think so. There's ways across. You can do like right side bridge thing, but at the moment they're swinging left, so to their left, I should say. So that looks like they set up the trade. Although at this range,
so we've got the one. Sorry, we've got the Crossfire guys. I'm just looking at them over here. You know, they're well set up where the Hellbringer, the Direwolf, and the other Hellbringer. You know, they've got a really, really good concave looking right across that valley towards the one BTC guys. So they've essentially got the centre. Almost Theta, I'd say not quite right this second, but they don't have Theta Overwatch from that right-hand side. But they've got the entire right side of that map covered off. They can see exactly what is going on at any point.
Yeah, so CXF have come to trade, and they are bang on set up for a firing line of doom. Now, with Frozen City, Theta can become a no man's land. And traditionally, Team 1 has a better control options of it, traditionally. In this particular situation, given that Team 2, so Crossfire, is further forward, they actually have more of a chance of capping Theta in my view, because they need to, because they are, even though it's 2 caps each, BTC does have a lead on the points.
Yeah, you're right. I think Crossfire, the way they're set up right now, just looking at all the maps, all the positions, they can do it. They can definitely take Theta with, well, relative ease because of the amount of Overwatch they've got. Any one BTC mech that may come out essentially to stop that cap is going to get hurt quite severely. But if you look at the map, they're setting up here on BTC. They've got a plan. There's some mans with some plans, and that being, from the look of it, the assassins are going to go on one side of the flank, creating a little bit of noise when the other team goes down that that Death Valley sort of D5, I think it's D5, down into that D5 trench. So that will be interesting if the assassins get up in the face of the summoners and Hellbringers over here that I'm sort of looking at now. You watch. That could be very, very, very nasty. And look at that, mate. As you sort of said, look at that Stillwater right in the middle.
Yeah, he has options there. Like, even though CXF does have the Team 2 spawn and the extreme range weaponry, they actually brought a bit closer in, giving better coverage. I know Live in the Grass up here is trying to deny Theta, but he's eaten 2 strikes already and a fair bit of damage. And I'm just going to do a check. He's almost caught. He's red armor CT. So,
yeah, they maybe needed one ER large mech, perhaps one BTC here, just to provide a little bit of that sort of further range Overwatch, perhaps, while the rest of the guys move.
I think with a mid-range deck, I was kind of expecting them. Well, as soon as I saw the mechs, I thought, oh, mid-range, they might be trying to be a bit more aggressive and force CXF into heat throttling and back cycling and stuff. Because remember, BTC have 2 assassins plus that Nova, and that Nova is short range. Is 12 smalls, 4 lives.
I saw that.
He's actually halved. He's got 4 ER mediums, no larges left.
Oh wow, he stacked all these larges in one side. Oh dear.
Yeah, he side stacked that so he could side peek, but up it goes. He's also got 3 mechs on that hill, so any strikes there could potentially hit more mechs. Now, BTC is stacked up heavily to one side though, and I think they might try to push.
Live is just, I think Live's going down here.
I'm not sure why he's trading. Backing into the.
He just copped. There. He was trying to move out of the way of the at the way of an airstrike and got consequently wrecked by it. Yeah.
Ranger Dave in the Command King Crab isn't doing much better on health, but he's in a relatively safe position if he doesn't overtrade. If he stays disciplined and doesn't peek out too much, I think he's going to be okay.
He's nearly lost that laser torso. He's nearly lost that laser torso now, so he's got to be very, very careful. He's going to lose all his damage. But one BTC moving in, and look at this Crossfire. No, they are well aware of what's going on here. They know there's no secrets in this game at this point. No tricky little manoeuvres.
Not at all. But the King Crab may be harassed by the Ice Ferret here, so BTC are going to lose their commander. I'm almost certain of it.
Yeah, I can see that on the map right now. That is That is definitely going down. That is not going to go well for Ice Ferret versus King Crab. That's going to hurt. Especially with some open Frozen City. No walls really to back yourself against very, very easily here. And here we go. Here comes a brawl in. Although they're a little bit out of sync here. Will
lead the charge.
Yep, Will's...
Oh, he's opening his back up to the Shadowhawk here. Missed that target, it seems. And he's dived in.
He's gone in for the brawl. He is WW'd. He's gone like 2 W's and a U.
Defective. Yep, no, brakes are defective. Recall on that.
Defective.
Anytime soon.
Yep, that's like almost as bad as a Toyota airbag. And TK's got Will down eventually. He's got him down. SCSI.
Coming in the back here. May get some shots in. Scuzzy drops there.
Got
but
Black Knight coming in.
Do they get any kills?
Can they get some kills? Captain Cat is 66.
Karenskov in the back here.
He's cored. Yeah, so Captain Cat is cored. Smegbot. Sean, just turn around and shoot Smegbot in the bum. Just shoot him in the ass, mate. So TK's...
Hendo is coming up here with the Black Knight. Maybe get a kill or two. There are 3 very hurt mechs on the CXF side. The Hunchy, Nike and Shadowhawk, all for CXF, could go down any time here.
What's going on here in the background? We've got Hunter Club in his mech, who is actually running around doing a bit of capping. So they're at 3 caps at the moment. Is it nearly 4 caps?
4, I believe.
I think that's 4. Yeah, they've got Kappa. Yep, they've stealth capped Kappa. Just nudged it. So, okay, the fight's off. But now it's up to 1BDC to maintain caps. That is going to be the aim of the game here.
I mean,
is delay.
I'm not sure where Hunter Club's gone, but he's
gone all the way out there. Yep. I think he's just waiting for something to hit Sigma, and he's going to come back in.
Yeah. Well, Sigma to me is a logical place where they need to get quickly because XF's going to quickly counter cap and fan out. They need to get Sig. Not waiting in the tunnel here.
So what they've done, right, they're waiting for the other team, and they're being quite sneaky here. They know that they've still got Sigma, so they're not worrying about it. You've got the 2 1BTC mechs here in, Hunter Club and American, who are going to jump on it at the later. They don't need to jump on it yet. They almost capped it, but they slightly decapped it. And now look at this, Crossfire heading over the other side of the map to hit the caps, and 1BTC are coming back in, and they're going to get 2 more caps back. Will it be enough?
Well, I was interested in the positioning of Hunter Club. He probably didn't need to go that far out.
I don't think so.
Time delay may be an issue because it's going to be pretty close. Like, yes, I get Sigma back, but BC going to lose Gamma very quickly and Eps. Although, on endgame here, CXF have not spread out.
No, they
haven't. They have
haven't.
not spread out. They're trying to protect kills, I think.
I'm trying to find...
They're trying to get the 8-0.
Where's the Ice Ferret gone? I'm just trying to find him. Where is he?
Oh, the Ice Ferret. He has gone... He's going back towards...
Oh, I see him, yep.
The high side towards Epsilon.
He's going towards Epsi rather than chasing down these lights. Now, if some of these battered mechs head towards Kappa, they're going to die. Like, Captain Cat is done. He's not going to be able to take a cap.
I think CXF is trying to get the 8-0. I think they really, really want the 8-0 because, look, they're not sending... Just fanning out. See... Usually you would just fan out, and if your mechs die, well, it happens, but you got caps at least.
Exactly.
Which is the victory condition. And cap is getting flicked. If the other light, the other side keeps Sigma under control. And just delay Sigma.
EXK
needs to just die on Sigma.
Yeah, EXK is gonna sort that out because look, Assassin versus Summoner, he could do it.
Now Hunter Club needs to stay on Kappa and die on it.
Yep.
That's what he needs to do. Don't run. Don't run out. Come back and just die on it if you have to.
Oh, and the Ice Ferret's back over here.
It might get... Actually, the Nike is really hurt. The Nike is...
Yeah, the Nike is one shot, I think, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's one shot CT. Come on, Hunter Club. Realise that. Get that Nike. Come on, get him down. Get him out of the fight.
No, for Kappa yet.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? Hunter Club's almost led them off the cap and delaying them.
Yeah, but Stillwater's woken up. Stillwater has
yep, he's realised what's going on here.
Oh no, he's turned.
Oh no, no! He's running backwards at the cap to decap it, and
is they going to sliver on it?
Oh, and they've just, you know what? They've just overtaken in caps now. They've just overtaken in caps. So yeah, and he gets a kill for the effort.
Yeah, he does get the kill. He denies the 8-0.
Jeez, that was close. That was really, really getting close there on that caps.
It was. I think a bit better end game management for either team could have really sealed that result.
Yep, for both sides. Yeah, you're correct. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So like minimal running of the assassins. Like, obviously you want to run them a bit so they run away and you have options, but there's no need to go over to Zimbabwe.
I agree.
Also, once you cap a point and you know you cannot get to another point this game, that point that you have just capped, that's where you die.
Yep, you stay there. That's it. Don't leave it.
For as much time as you can, dance around it, dance away from it, chain fire a weapon every now and then into whatever's on it to deny the caps, and just keep dancing and jumping on it, because like that's the sort of thing is if there's no chance of you running off to another cap point, there's no point leaving. You know, die on that cap.
So just a quick damage recap here. EK doing 866, sorry, EXK doing some really good work in that summoner. TK some solid work in there in that was it the Hellbringer, and some good work there at Hunter Club actually in the Assassin in the end, coming up from some late kills, and a good damage spread again, reasonably good from one BTC, but just not quite enough to do it. I like what they were doing. I like what they were headed with that. Once they realised that they'd taken a little bit too much damage early, I like where they were headed with it. They just probably need an extra 15, 20 seconds, and that would have been their game. Now, map strat. What happened here? Good lord. There's going to be a game of Snake on the map strat tonight.
Pretty much.
I will do a giveaway after this, by the way. What we have... what do we have? We've got a 24-hour premium time, and then we'll do Mech Bay and 1000 MC a little bit later on.
Sounds good.
Right, a little bit of doodling there, mate. What are we doodling? What are we heading towards?
All right, so blue team here, one BTC, started moving up to a trade position. Eventually, basically, sort of thought, yeah, now let's not trade mid-range against extreme, and just came back across using that left-hand bridge. The bridge I'm just going to draw in white.
Yep.
Kind of just go parallel to that. Sorry, whatever. There's a bridge there anyway. There was like a lot of damage taken on this corner here from strikes. Live in that grass eating most of it, but the others actually got hurt there too. King Crab made it stand here, and she didn't cross over at all and provided range fire, but the ice thread did take him out eventually. And what else happened? Yeah, so this push here, so the Ulton and Leroy Jenikins over the top here, into them, I thought was great. If he had more people with him, if there's a bit more cohesive movement. Like, honestly, I think the strategy by that point, given the percentages on the field, was cap strat, which they had. So at that point in time, at the time of the push, the caps were looking something like this, and with peel off to Kappa, they had 3 caps. They had 4 caps. They peeled off someone during the push. They had these 4 caps, and then for the later part of the game, this tunnel had assassins in it. I wouldn't have run out to here, personally, but the thing is, and we've got late game, like basically what CXF's late game was. So we're talking about one BTC then. I'm going to talk about CXF now. Their late game was to move the blob from here to here.
Yep.
Okay, and then to split some over to here, some over to there. Eventually, but that general movement was away from Sigma Kappa, which left them void. Okay, it left these two void of cover.
That's what we had here, just marking the little assassin. Where was he? He was sort of all the way back down here in Hotel 3 or something. Just
one was there. The other one was in the tunnel.
Yeah, he was in the tunnel. Yeah, he was. Yep, definitely.
What I probably would have done is, I would probably sent this assassin to Kappa, and then this one to Sigma, and then say both assassins, okay, now die there.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I think jumping...
Keep those 2 blue.
That one coming out of that tunnel into Sigma was probably where they just didn't quite have the opportunity to convert it, and Hunter Club being a little bit too back. He was sort of around probably here in Gulf 4, you're talking 10 seconds or something. Just to save that extra 10 seconds, 5 seconds would be enough to have got those extra caps, and same with flipping Kappa. And you know what, one PDC could have pulled off that. Really, really, really close.
Yeah, so like again, super strong early game from CXF. The BTC with I think an excellent diversionary mid to late game pull it back strat. I think that was awesome. But just that finishing for both sides there, just a little bit there to work on. But pretty good. Now you're doing a giveaway, or is that already?
It is giveaway time. So we'll just flick over to that little part of the evening once it realises what's going on here. So, yeah, it's being very temperamental tonight.
Yeah, we've had a few string key issues. I mean, I had them last year when last time I was casting, so it ends up just doing a restream thing.
Just let me, yeah, I've had a bit of a problem there. Just let me work this quick little thing out with the giveaway thingamy-jigamy, and we should be alright. I think I need to reload it. I think it's just having a bit of a bad day, but that's okay. It happens. Should be loading up any second now. No, it hasn't loaded up yet. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Right, now it's popped up. I don't know why that just didn't work. MRBC League. Now, what are we doing? Loading up the little giveaway thing here.
Yep. Remember to remove yourself. You don't have to remove me. Just remove yourself. There you go.
I have to remove you. I'll get even
I don't
more
even know
shit.
for a minute.
Are you even on the stream? I can't...
I'm probably not. I probably self-removed. No,
No,
I'm busy.
I can't see you there
you
right now, so that's okay. Right, so we'll run the giveaway here, which is what is it? 24-hour premium time code. Let's see who wins it.
Da, 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 da. I'll let the stream make its own sound.
Yeah, it does take a little while too, but builds the suspense. Yeah. Who's going to win it?
Well, teams to drop 4 are getting set, so...
Daidachi! 24 hour...
Oh, rigged.
Oh no, the amount of shit that I'm going to cop for this. Good lord, it's never going to bloody stop.
So if it can't be a shoutcaster winning it, it's got to be like a off-duty shoutcaster.
I know, right? It's
good work, Ash. Good
unbelievable. So you've got some premium time coming there, mates. Now what we're up to is drop 4. These guys are getting ready, so we'll whisk through this very, very quickly. So drop 4 is Crimson Straight Conquest 2, 2, 2, and 2. So that being 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, and 2 assaults. Max of any one chassis, 1 duplicate allowed. And the bonus this time around is destroy the heavy and the assault mechs. So don't really have to worry about those pesky lights or those mediums if you want to get the bonus. And they are obviously the priority targets anyway, generally, because they're carrying a buttload of firepower. Except when the Dangerfish comes into MRBC, the Dangerfish will cause maximum danger. Oh, good lord, will it be? Fuck, it's been. I was watching. I was actually watching Rhythm last night, and then Skinless today, just running around, absolute tearing people up in those piranhas. And the amount of salt that comes flowing is just phenomenal. It is bloody ridiculous. So, right, I'll let them know that we're ready. I'll flick over to the map shot very, very quickly, if you want to give a super quick little scribble over the over the map.
So, quick summary. This Crimson Strait, I think, is the most asymmetric map, and not the good asymmetric, where it's different, like Alpine drop 2, but like this is kind of difficult for some strats. So, Team 2 has, like, the ring of caps and an island to plonk on. Team 1 does have viable strategies, I will say that. Does have viable strategies, but early cap control is not one of them. Yeah, so anyway, Team 1 pretty much usually, like, there's this big hill here that does a thing. I think Shoreline, if you can punch the Shoreline and get Eps taken back and get Thad taken back at Gamma, that's pretty good. Unless you can sneakily sneak around the back, get Kappa Sig with some fast mechs, but that's not usually commonly done. I'd like to see it tried. Like, I like seeing people have a crack at the Kappa Sig backdoor strat on those caps, but honestly, usually Team 2 starts with the caps as like a defender almost, and Team 1's the attacker.
Someone tried that. Tried to do the backdoor on the Kappa. Geez, what team was it the other way? I think I was casting. I can't remember which one it was.
We did it last year. Like, our team did it last year.
No, it was this season. Someone did the same thing, but they got caught out. They actually got seen coming over, so they had to come. They had to come and do like a. Was that?
He got sprung. You know.
Oh, they got. Oh, you shit!
Caught
Yeah, they got
red-handed.
sprung. Oh, mate, they got absolutely bloody sprung. Tell you what, and then they had to come
Hand
back
in
and
the
have a. Yeah, they had to come back and have a second bite of the apple later on. So it's like, oh shit, get out of here, and maybe we'll come back and do it again. So it happens. But I like the idea of it. If you could pull it off, it's really, really good, especially if they've got someone sort of mid to long range up on that platform. You can make them pay for it. Now, oh shit! Oh, what do we have here, mate? Run through the mix.
I'm
Whoa!
gonna jump through this. Here we go. One BTC, some mid-short range stuff. Hunchbacks. That's some long range. That's mid-range. They're running basically. Oh, there's a streak huntsman.
Ooh.
Love those things.
Ooh.
6 AC5 Annihilator in there as well as one of the assaults. All right, and Mad 2C with mid to long range laser bomb. Looking over here at CXF, Splat Assassin, MG Cheetah, Laser Gauss, you know, Mad 2C, Mad Mark 2, sorry. Hunchback Laser Bomb, another Mad Cat. Okay, pretty standard range strat from both sides, to be completely honest. But the movement on BTC, is that a saddle rush? And is Paddock's gonna scream? And yeah.
Oh, Paddock's gonna be like,
Paddock's
oh
sorted.
shit. Oh no, no. See, Paddock's is still having a look. He's not entirely sure what's here. I think he knows that some mechs are there, and they're big, but just how many are actually there?
There's a UAV up. He's got a UAV up. They'll see it.
Yep. Now, are the other guys going to see the UAV first and shoot it down?
What I'm interested in...
No, they haven't. They haven't shot it down.
Dave. Yeah, I'm interested in Danger Ranger Dave here. Solo Annihilator wrapping around the side here. I mean, he's got some lights near him, but as friendlies. But Danger Ranger Dave. One Annihilator, 2 lights, holding down the fort, while the
I know.
I'm
I'm not sure what they're attempting here, but I think we're about to find out.
Perfect.
We're about to find out.
Push is in progress here, pushing over the cell, staying high, getting Kappa, but I mean, they're getting shot from the islands, heaps, lots of damage going out onto one BTC, and given them mid-range and not long-range, they're not really doing much in return.
See, Crossfire got a good little sort of, a crossfire going on here. They're looking left and right and shooting all the mechs coming from the left and coming from the right. So, living up to their name right there. Oh, Live is absolutely copping a bit of pain from Patax, who he's coming in to his rear, and if you eat too much of sort of Patax curry, it sort of comes out of your rear. But look, let's not worry about that too much. We've got some. Yeah, look, Live's done. The guys are trying to push across the water. They're trying. They're trying. Well, Live's dead. That happens.
They're pushing now. Scuzzy is going to be in the back with the missilings pretty soon, but. And it's 2-1 on kills. Like they did take out Paddock, so that's a machine gun mech down.
Yep, that's machine gun mech now. Now we've got the Annie over here. I'll just quickly zoom over to what's going on. Now, Knives is in trouble because I'll tell you what, that Annie is going to hurt him. But don't turn your back, Ranger Dave. Don't turn your back, mate. Oh, he's realised. Good.
Go to the big fight. Mercury can take care of the Hunchy easy.
Yep, go to the fight, Dave. That's it. Very good. He's taken our energy and listened to our advice through the microphone. And now, shoot something, Dave. Come on, Dave, start shooting something. There we go. Scare them. Scare the shit out of them with your big, dirty Annihilator. Live up to the name.
That's what I was afraid of. Now, look how many UAVs are on the map, by the way. I mean, I don't think...
Yeah, I know, right? Anymore. I mean, what are Clan Crossfire trying to do?
Crossfire and Ranger Dave then.
Oh, jeez.
Into him.
Yeah.
10 seconds ago.
And that's CT, I think, isn't it? Oh, no. Took the torso off.
No, he's halved. He's got armor on the other bits. I mean... given that there's only 3 remaining with a collective HP pool of about not much.
Oh, I know. Yeah, wowee.
3 riders probably going to pop.
I'm not sure one BTC is going to be able to pull off a cap strategy here.
No, I think the match finishing
Gee whiz.
was talked about between these drops anyway. So
good look at that. Well, there we go. 8-1. Ooh, okie dokie. Be active in the chat, everybody, because we'll be doing another giveaway after this drop is finished. We'll do that before we go to the map strat, because we're a little bit behind on the giveaways. We have, what is it? A mech beta giveaway. So before we do some map strat, we'll just do some damage, and then we'll go straight into the giveaway.
Thing. So TK87, Madcat 1, CXF with 644, but also some 500 pluses out of EXK and Captain K as well on the island there doing some good work. In BDC side, Dave did get a bunch of DPS out. Unfortunately, quite a few teammates did get dropped relatively quickly in that close-in from Saddle to Island. And unfortunately, Scuzzy, he did come around the back in that mislinks, but he got turned on, and we saw there were like 11 UAVs up. No surprise, bye-bye Scuzzy. Yeah, a strong performance from CXF, you know, keeping their cool despite a unorthodox strat and just getting the job done.
There we go. Right, I'll quickly do the giveaway for our lovely little MRBC here. Someone can fill it with a little mech. MRBC League. So anyone that's in there now, well, we've got 62 odd people having a bit of a chill. I don't know why it is loading, taking its time to load. Oh, let's try it again. I don't know why this doesn't work sometimes. Loading, loading, loading. Still thinking about it. Oh, there we go. Righto. Oh, now we're up to date with what's going on. Kick myself out. Kick the bot out. And you haven't just randomly appeared, have you? Oh, you have. Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, mate, come on.
To be honest, I wasn't even looking for you. I just saw you because you're kind of next to my name.
Weird, because I had the chat open in case I need to, you know, to ask you about volumes and stuff. So anyway,
Yes. And Shizma Zukoga. Just type something into the chat, mate, or give me a whisper and let me
he's
know.
been here.
And we'll sort that out for you. Got a mech bay coming your way. So map strat for that one, mate. Oh, geez, you've been busy already. Right, there you go. Explain the
like,
doodles.
Alright, so pretty much, in blue, I'll start with BTC's move. They send it light to Theta and Eps with one assault. No Annihilators in the map shot, he's a direwolf. He's just gone solo man up north. The rest of them charge through saddle across the water. On 6F side, both heavies, both assaults on the island, receiving. They did have this medium. I'm going to draw attention to this position and this area. But this is kind of like the Northern Island shoreline area. They had the mediums in there. I forgot where the other 6F medium went. I think it was in there too. I think. Whatever I say it was.
I'm not sure, to be honest, actually. I don't think he was over there, but I can't remember.
Maybe not. But the Hunchback was. She was. And that's what got wrecked by that Annihilator in the light later. And the reason I like that position is that, so this is a position that we've used ourselves in a lot of things. A lot of teams use it. Like we use it in that battle attack as well. You have island control strong, and then you have mediums operating on the shoreline. So if you have mediums operating up and down the shoreline, even lights, honestly, they can attack Eps and
disconnected. Oh shit!
Connected. You were moved.
Oh, okay.
Disconnected by accident. Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, so those mediums can operate in that zone, Eps and Theta, with cover fire. Because remember, if you have your assaults in an island, they can swivel left to shoot that way. They can swivel right to shoot to the saddle. That's kind of why this map is, in my view, the most asymmetric map in MRBC, because you do have that option of that. Like I said, there are viable Team 1 strats, but it's difficult to.
It definitely can be
draw.
A bit of work, indeed. Mind just messaging me your TeamSpeak password, because I forget what it is. Because we're going to get these guys in for an interview after this game, and I know Live has it, because he sort of hangs around here like a bad smell. Now, we've got, what do we have? We have drop 5 here. Now, this is the big boy drop on Rubelite Conquest. I have no idea why the hell it is showing up River City as the picture for the bloody map. If someone from MRBC would fix this stuff, it'd be nice, because I don't know how the hell to do it. So we have 2 lights, no mediums, 2 heavies, and 4 assaults. 4 big, bad, angry mechs. Max of anyone chassis again, 1 duplicate allowed, and the bonus on this one is to destroy all the assault mechs. And given that there is a hell of a lot of them, it'll be, hopefully, a couple down on either side, at the very least. So,
yeah, when you have that much firepower in the field, usually
yeah.
stuff dies.
Yep, stuff dies, and some of the assault drops actually have been some of the quickest drops out of all in some of the matches that I've been watching, because there is not a lot of mucking around going on. It is on. It's on very, very early too. Once the push is in, I saw that custom the other day. The assaults are on. The game was over in 3 or 4 minutes or something. You know, lots of firepower. Once everyone's in position, it's game up really. So despite it showing River City, I will flick over to the map strat for Rubelite for a little quick, DivA what's the update?
Now, honestly, as far as drop 5 goes, if you are going the W key DACA route, like up the guts with sending 1 or 2 high, you know, you have like, let's say a Night Gear or be a Mad Cat up high, and then on the ground you have your bigger mechs, like your less jumpy mechs, I should say, Annihilators and stuff. That's an option. You can just spearhead up the guts with a bit of crossfire. Got it there. Anyway, if you want to flank, if you have your machine gun lights in green, do a maneuver into the back. That's fine. Like, to me, that's I think a really common way of looking at it. If you want to go big DACA, range control strats. Like, let's say you want to play large Gauss, AC2, whatever it is, range control. I don't think Rubelite's particularly great for that. I mean, you can do it, but there's so many. Let's say you take this zone here. Let's say you take this zone here. You have to watch, like, this door, that ramp.
Yep.
Like the back ramps, like this long ramp, and then of course all the crossfire, crossfire positions. So
you can have maybe 1 or 2 sort of with range. I think you can get away with that, but other than that, it's probably your limit there. You don't want to go super range everybody, or you're going to have potentially a bad day.
Sure. So that's one, like we were talking about at the very start. I don't know if it actually came through because of their issues, but I think Rubelite is a great map to add to the confrontation. And like I said, it's played twice. It's the only map this season that is being played twice. So you should see it twice as often on drop 1s and on drop 5s, unlike the other maps which you only see once each. And yeah, there's so many options for closing in and for hiding things up close and really changing your engagement range. Like if you want to kite away with a fast mech, it's so easy. If you want to do elevation, like drop down or jump up or climb up and down, you know, you have basically a playground of buildings to jump and walk up and down. So
and a lot of little corners too. Some of those under the bridge but above the ground. You know, you've got that mid-level where you can run any mech around, even an assault around that sort of centre middle ring as well to get out of trouble, get some angles on. So there's a few little nooks and crannies. I quite like Rubelite. Good fun map.
For sure. Rightio. Yeah, let's have a look at these mechs.
Yeah.
As soon as we load in, of course.
You want to say all load in, indeed. What are we going to have here?
It's actually gone pretty quickly tonight. I just realised we've been going for quite a bit over an hour already. And yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, it does. And nice and efficient tonight, too. These guys are not mucking around like they did the other night. Stuff you bloody mongrels for making, who was it? Me and Di talk, I think, for the better part of 20 minutes. I'm still salty about that, as you can tell.
Oh, that wasn't that disconnect where we had, or was that something else?
Oh, I don't know who it was. I can't remember now. I think it was Bears and Crossfire or something. Ooh! Oh, look at this! Direwolf! Ooh!
Yep, let's have a look what they're running. Okay, BTC side, DACA Madcat, DACA Dire, DACA Annihilator, ATM Night Gear, live, DACA Annihilator, Machine Gun Lights, and a Splat Linebacker.
Firestarter! Hello! Hello!
Alright, 6F side, we have Gauss Laser Madcat, Gauss Laser Madcat, DACA Annihilator, Gauss Laser Night Gear, Streak Linebacker, someone's a headless chicken, we have a Laser Wolfhound, a Gauss Laser Marauder, and a Machine Gun Light. So, 6F, pretty much going to Gauss Laser versus 1BGC's DACA.
Well, this will be interesting, won't it? Because some of these Mad Cats are actually a little toasty. Not too bad with 2 ERs and 2 mediums and Gauss.
We have a light clash here.
They're not too bad.
Is that a Streak Linebacker about to meet Merkin? And Hungry Hendo.
Oh, bad.
Quick linebacker time.
Bad
Headless
shit.
chicken again.
Oh no, American's already 87,
Nice.
83. Oh, oh dear.
This
Is
just
not
engage.
this is not going to end well.
Oh,
Oh wow,
um,
strike on Cozen. I don't know whose
Yeah,
airstrike that was, whether it was friendly or enemy, but it's taken
Bad
10%.
Yep.
Oh, and Hungry Hendo there in 61 now.
Oh,
Crossfire guys
57
should
on a
back
NSV light. Get away, Hendo.
Oh, and you know what?
Man.
American just got hit from something up here. Oh, geez, good shot there. I think that was Captain Cat. Just spotted him on the left-hand corner there, looking at these maps. That is really, really well done. Very, very good awareness. And Live here is cheaped
BGC
out.
have stalled. They need a push.
Live's cheaped out with the
cannot
build.
stall on this ramp.
He's only got 4 ATMs,
Yeah,
no tag. Oh, geez, that strike! Oh!
Yep.
That was 15%?
BTC, they cannot just sit here. They need to push, okay? They have the higher DPS. They're in strike bait zone right here. Like,
they need to get the Annies and send the Annies around this corner with the armor to the left, and then do it. Then do it. Just go and do it.
left. Just go up the guts, mate. Just go up over the top, up the ramp, and just go here.
Well, the only problem with going through there with Annies is they're bloody slow. So I know from experience that is a...
Simultaneously...
You can.
Simultaneously go on the left as well.
If sort of one comes through the middle...
Peak top.
You know, so they're peaking one by one here. This is not
That's
not
exactly
working.
not what you meant to do.
No, this is
strike
not...
on live again. This strike is going to hurt some people.
Oh...
I felt it.
Yeah, I felt that too. And look, Nakoro's down here. He's about to come and get some angles on. So, should they go through that centre?
He's going to get blasted by Free Rider here. Ooh, nice shot. 65% on Hacksaw on that Wolfhound.
He's still not open though. He's not in a position that's going to really cause too much drama. Now, I think that was Nakoro's strike there that he's just dropped up. And yeah, 1BDC are really kind of jammed up here in the corner with that stalling of that Daka push.
Shotgun Fist in the Nike may be visited by 2 lights very, very soon. But I'm not sure if that's going to... Oh, actually, to be honest, BTC's... is it great?
I'm just watching the
But
Shotgun
it's not
Fist thing. If they
critical.
wait patiently and go and do it, you could drop him. Oh, no. Oh, no, they legged him. They went for the leg.
That's it. Oh, Mercury, don't back in a straight line, dude. This is how you die.
No, yes, go left and right, not backwards and forwards. Well, look at that. He's out of the game. And no, the linebacker's down here. Oh, no. Now Cozen's gone up, and the lights are going to get away. You know what? They get boys, run, boys, run like the wind. Right now, back to the rest of it.
Oh, he kept his legs. Hendo kept his legs somehow.
Now, Live is...
he didn't keep his arms, he kept his legs though.
Live is spewing his business all over the map at the moment. Now, come on, guys. You need to just go around this left-hand corner here. You just need to go around the left. You're just getting absolutely picked apart.
Oh, there goes the Hungry Hendo's leg. And Mitsupadax in a fresh cheetah's coming in. He might pick up both lights here. Hacksaw as well coming in. This is a game over for the lights of 1BTC.
I'm just watching the big main fight up here. Yeah, we're 50%, 54, 59, 60 with crit CT, I think on Ranger Dave. No, torsos, and CT's nearly done. The strikes are really eating them apart. It's really... Hunter Club peaking then and losing some serious... that's got to be a torso. Oh, and a CT nearly for Hunter Club. Yep. Very strong position here from Crossfire.
Critical.
Yeah.
Were okay. Now this is where your cascade can happen. They can lose 3 mechs in about as many seconds.
Oh, Live got clipped, but only lost 1% there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to lose much more. If you look at how hurt he is.
But look at Nakoro, 97%. Smeg, 85%. That's
So Nakoro's in a very safe spot. He's basically acting as a receive annihilator. If they get pushed on. Hello, Fresh Annihilator. He can actually push up to the right here. Honestly, Nakoro can push up to the right here and clean.
If he realises the percentages, I mean, obviously we've got the God position. We know that basically they're all one shot, and one Annihilator could actually come through and just... I'd take down 4 mechs, to be honest. I can't see why that wouldn't happen right now. Oh, Ranger Dave's getting hit over the back here. Oh, by the streak linebacker causing all sorts of damn dramas here. Oh no, he's getting hit by...
both lights are dead for BTC, so...
Yeah, he's getting harassed by Padax. Oh no, here we
Yeah,
go. They're in. Crossfire coming in. They know.
The problem is both Annihilus BC have turned and have been squirreled by a linebacker, so now it's
Oh,
just
TK gets absolutely slapped by Scuzzy. He was waiting there for that. He's been waiting there, not really poking too much, for about 4 minutes. And TK gets hunted down in the end. I didn't see where that happened off to the right a little bit.
is completely fresh. He might get a couple kills here.
Yep, TK got to be done. Surely he can finish off that. Captain Cat finishes off Ranger Dave, and oh jeez, Nakoro fresh. Nakoro fresh there. So Scuzzy's about to go down. One more shot. Oh, Freerider blows himself up. Kerenskov is snapped up by Hacksaw.
Yeah.
Nakoro gets Scuzzy, and Hacksaw finishes out the game.
And Live died last.
Yes, he did actually. Interesting. Interesting. All right.
Okay.
Run us through the damage.
Well, Smegbot 810, Mad 2 CD. Not that Mecho's like do top damage. Jurgas, Julia large, but yeah, good strikes, good aim, and good damage out is of course important. Even high damage out of the ATM Nike live, of course. Want to pass stats. I mean, sorry, get damage downfield, and did a great job with the ATM. It's getting them in there. The I want your attention to Hacksaw, and it like so look at the Bravo Lens of CXF. Very strong play there. 4 of the kills in those faster mechs there, and really shutting down the light player BTC earlier. Yeah, that light trade. Yes, they got that Nike down. That was good, but the loss of both lights there.
That really hurt.
Set the scene.
That linebacker early really putting the hurt down early, and it also wasn't an early kill. Enough percentage was chewed off that's going to definitely make your life a little bit more difficult later on. Now, map strat. What do we see? A little bit of a... And just have a look when you can.
Yep.
The other guys are going to appear on the TeamSpeak at some point.
Yeah, I got them covered. So, okay, so this area here, I'm pretty sure is MCXF. That little red circle there. Actually, I think that blue line is incorrect because they were more up to on the dirt. So
yeah, that's that's it. Yep.
And the problem is that think of an invisible barrier that BTC ran into. That I know it's imposing to see that firing line, but honestly, if they just W keyed through that and just pushed through it, even if they lost a mech, honestly, they would raise the heat levels all those laser gas mechs. Okay, push in there and get kills because they got 2 in the end. Not a terrible effort, but I mean, I just think that they had the drop deck ready to push. The drop deck was itching to just get in there and just Dakka stuff. They had splat linebacker, like their drop deck was set up to basically do this second move, orange move, which is like dive in here and hope for the best. I'll clear that real quick. The other thing to note, that was a Nike up high here, blue light movement underneath, up, got him, and then as on the way getting out though, the lights from CXF and the streak linebacker converged. So I'll just drag him up here.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. And it was actually funny that the linebacker sort of did a ring around the rosy, sort of went around and chased and went up the hill, and the lights actually managed to just about bail out of that almost unscathed. So that was actually a good little trade of a little bit of armor for an entire mech. So just
the Annihilators got to get squirreled.
Yep, definitely. So just running back to the map. Sorry, the drop screen. So 5-0-5, 1 BTC versus Crossfire. 1 BTC earning 275 rep, I believe, and Clan Crossfire earning 1750 rep towards their games and overall tally. So the MRBC standings are calculated on rep, and the wins and losses are actually then used to decide the winner in the event of a tie. So rep is actually quite important, and obviously always worth getting, and if you're mixing them nearly dead, keeping them alive to deny somebody else the rep, and that would be good.
Yep.
Right. So welcome live, and Captain, how are you guys this evening?
G'day. Very good.
Right, Mr. Live, or is it? Are we waiting for sort of Hunter to reappear?
I don't know what Hunter's doing.
How do you feel that you guys went tonight over on your teammate?
Yeah, the 1BTC definitely a lot lower skilled than the other teams. We're getting better each week. The way we work is we organise what match we want to play, and then 2 minutes before the match, everything changes completely, depending on who's turned up and what mechs we've got. So, it's very interesting.
Yep. No, I know what that's like. A little bit of last minute readjustments of a couple of things here and there.
Yeah, playing range is definitely not one of our strong suits, and yeah, we're doing the best we can and learning as we go.
What was your favourite drop from tonight? I'm guessing it probably wasn't the Frozen City where you got shredded a little bit early, and then trying to move a strike ended up really hurting you in that grasshopper.
Yeah, that was great fun. Drop 1 was horrible, Alphaing and then over, shocking. But drop 5 definitely. The ATMs seemed to be pretty cool, jumping up and firing and jumping back down.
It's actually not bad.
Skill needed.
On yeah, I know. Actually, but it works quite well on the Nokia and also the Huntsman too. Two pretty damn good mix. Summoners also work not too bad with the extra little bit of jump as well.
Yeah, Huntsman not the best in a brawl, or ATM's not the best in a brawl. Too much team damage or the ability to get team damage there.
Yep, no, definitely. And Captain, how did you feel things went this evening?
Yeah, obviously I'm proud of my boys for tuning it on tonight, and I mean, couldn't be much happier with the result. There was some fantastic games in there on both sides. I mean, Frozen City was called out as a game that wasn't that great for live, but I mean, it was a close game. That was the closest one. It really pushed us right to the edge there to get all those points back, and obviously the Assassins played their role very well at the end in the late game.
It was looking very close from our point of view. That was on a knife edge. That could have gone either way. Very carefully.
I was
So
around with no weapons.
yeah.
Shaking my fist at people.
Oh, I can imagine. So yeah, definitely rewatch that one later once that stream's been uploaded. But that was Frozen City was actually a good fun drop. A little bit of backward, a little bit of forward, and in the end, some nearly sneaky.
Actually one of our commando mech who relieved me of my weapons. So
Oh, bit of team damage, eh?
I see.
yeah. I was like, one shot in the back, and then 10 seconds later I had no weapons.
Oh, right, yes. Don't we love when someone shares the love amongst their own team, so to speak? I haven't got my damage in yet. Oh well, I have now. Whoops, the daisies.
See, we don't get to see that from the spectator.
Yeah, no, we
get
don't.
to see team damage. That's why, PJ, if you're watching, can you please add team damage to the end of round screenshot? Thank you.
Oh, and also
But
the
then
map
you
grids.
see me like accidentally shooting my teammates. I don't want that.
Oh, it happens. It's accidental, you know. If you're not doing a little bit of team
I mean,
damage, you don't love each other
Sometimes
enough.
it's accidental.
Yeah.
We've had TKs. So.
Oh yeah, we've definitely seen that happen a couple of times with some wayward shots. That's for sure.
How many times did you suicide tonight live?
Ooh,
Only twice.
only twice.
Don't
Go
do it,
hot,
man.
go hard.
Definitely go hot, go hard. Absolutely.
The first one was the biggest noob mistake ever. So
I've done it before in that mech. Just fat finger the button.
Yeah, a little
That's
bit
it.
that extra
GG.
quarter of a second where you just don't quite have enough distance in the middle. So yeah, look, guys, thank you for.
That's good actually.
Yeah, that was a good one too, actually. Look, thanks for coming along, guys. Putting on a pretty damn good show tonight. Been very good entertainment. Of definitely a few of those drops were good fun. The Crimson one was a little bit of well, that's kind of how Crimson goes from a lot of teams' perspectives. It does take a bit of work. Maybe live leave that out of the bloody map selection next time.
South Midway we did actually.
Yeah, I know. So
or PGI can put in some cover so you can push the island. You
Or that, yeah.
Or just
some-
move the spawns around.
Yep.
No, all you gotta do,
Yep.
just unmoor the boat and just push the boat out to the island as cover.
Yeah.
My favourite idea was
Set it free.
having from the waterside, having another sort of a tunnel or some way of getting across, like on the saddle, more towards Sigma, more towards the team 2 spawn, so that there's actually another way
Through the mountain
and it just
pass,
opens up
maybe.
that side of the map. Yeah, like a big flat. Put a flat top on that mountain. Put a little base up there. Have another way that you can get through. It's the more ways.
Yeah,
you put
just
to
knock
get
the
through,
mountain down a
harder
bit.
It is to watch every single.
No, I agree. Look, so yeah, thanks for dropping past for a bit of a chat, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in later on matches as we go.
Cheers for casting again, guys.
Oh, that's all right. My
No
pleasure.
worries.
Forward to watching.
Thank you for the game.
All right, so we'll do a quick little update here. So we've got another match coming up for all you Aussie time. So all you guys are up at this time on the 6th of May, AEST at 8 PM. That is 1 BTC versus Bears Brawlers. Now, I think this actually will be quite possibly the closest game out of the AP season. It's shaping up to be that way, at least anyway. So make sure you tune in for that on the 6th of May. Also, Crossfire and 228 are actually booked in now for the same date and time, so I don't know how the hell I've double booked myself there, but I won't be able to do both. But I think I'm going to do the 1 BTC Bears Brawlers game. We'll wait and see. Maybe someone else will pick up the other match and cast that on MRBC 2 for the Oceanics. And that rounds out those casts for now. What we're going to do is do the 1000 MC giveaway, because I still have that sitting here. Just let me bring...
Jay actually said he's going to not play that game and cast that game, so
oh, really? Interesting.
give a bit of him a chance.
Yeah. Is
Oh,
there
did
any
I?
truth to that rumor, or what?
I mean, like that'd be a bit difficult to do, but theoretically possible. I actually have streamed a comp match about 4 years ago. I streamed I actually streamed a Net Battletech comp drops too, and that was interesting because you're streaming. Yeah, actually, well, before Spectator Mode was in, like Run Hot or Dies and old MRBCs were commonly streamed. The players' perspective was streamed. So
Yep.
I mean, I guess we could, if we want to.
Could try it.
Could do something like that.
Could try it. Right, so flicking over to the giveaways, do 1000 MC. So make sure you guys, well, I suppose if everyone's on active in the chat now, it's a bit late. So, we've had about 10 people leave the stream. Don't leave the stream before the interview's finished, guys, because you're going to miss out on your 1000 MC. Now, just got to take... Where's my name? Oh, that's your name. My name. And where's this?
Daidachi. Take out Daidachi. Take out live. Come on.
Yeah, righto, you guys are out. Where's
There should be a button that just says "Get rid of you lot," and then it's just like you lot is a list of like just
Where's-
the Aussies. that
well, if
do
Live Wins
shoutcasting
will
stuff.
redraw it. I can't find him. Right, so we'll run the draw. 1000 MC coming up. And green bulbs. You have won yourself 1000 MC. So just hit us up in the chat and let me know, and we will get you some giveaways. And yeah, that kind of rounds out this evening's games. Thank you all for tuning in. Jay, thank you very much for showing up tonight, mate, to cast with me.
Yeah, no worries. It was a pleasure. Like, I don't think I have many opportunities to cast this season, but always enjoy doing it. Yeah, and thanks for giving a crack at the co-casting seat. It's so chill, Dash. My goodness.
I know, right? You don't really do much other than talk a little bit of shit. It's good.
It's like I'm so used to holding the steering wheel. I'm like, where's the steering wheel? Where's the gear stick? Where's the indicators? And I was like, mate, I just like lean the side saddle in the chair and just 3D orbit the spec cam, just talk.
I also find it
That's
gives you an opportunity to look a little bit more at the battle too, because you're not so worried about the camera angle. So you can kind of get in there, move around, jump
Yeah,
around a little
get
bit
up in
more,
there.
and get up in the other team's shit and have a little bit of a look and see what's
Get up in
going
the
on.
cockpit views as well.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
the cockpit view bugs out the list and that. So yeah.
There's apparently a way around that. Use the V key, not the tilde key. Apparently that stops it, but I haven't tested that out. I have to. Well,
I
again.
use the V key anyway.
Oh,
Whatever.
well, apparently, I don't know. That's just what everybody else tells me. Bugger if I know. So yeah, look, that rounds out the cast. Thank you all for tuning in this evening, and there are some more casts coming up. So make sure you check Reddit. We will keep up to date with that as best we can. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a great night, great morning, great evening. Catch you all later on.